Bonjour. In this video, we are going to learn the French number from 0 to 31. So at the end of the video, you'll be able to remember them because we're gonna practice them. But first, let's learn them. So try to remember how it works. So when you learn something new, if you don't put into practice, you probably don't gonna remember it. So that is very, very important to practice as soon as you learn something. We call it input, output. So that's it. That is very important. So here are a few things that you need to know. So first of all, from 0 to 10. As you can see, from 0 to 10, there is no other way. You need to learn it like by heart. You really need to know. There is no trick, no magic pill. You really, really, really need to learn them. Because as soon as you learn them by heart, there is a pattern after, and it will really, really help you after to remember how to count until 31. So unfortunately, from 0 to 10, learning by heart. So let's go through them together one by one. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so as you can see, now we have a P on the 7, but we don't pronounce it. And we have X for 6 and 10, but we don't pronounce X. We say the S sound, as 6, 10, but for the rest is pretty much straightforward. So let's go through one more time. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so now let's move on. So now there is something very, 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 very important to remember. Like from 11 to 16, there is no real logic behind this. It is like from 0 to 10, it's like different number, but there is a little trick to remember. As you can see, they all finish with Z-E, 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 Z-E. So meaning the last sound is a Z. So like as you can see, like 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So first step, you learn from 0 to 10 by heart. Step 2, you need to remember from 11 to 16. And don't worry, like even the most advanced student, they sometimes still struggle with that. But after, the good news is from 17, you just have to follow a pattern. As you can see, you have like this set, it's like 10, 7, 10, 8, 10, 9. So from that, you have to follow a pattern. So try to remember from 0 to 10, you know them by heart, then it will really help you on your journey. Then from 11 to 16, remember the Z sound. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And from 17, we just follow a pattern, okay? But as you may know by now, French language, there is always like things that are weird. And like, for example, we have 20, meaning 20. So after, when you want to keep counting, you just need to remember like this number, and after you just follow the pattern. But only thing also to remember is like from 21, we see like 20 and 1. So don't worry, this apply to like 30 and 1, 40 and 1, 50 and 1, etc. So, and after you just keep counting. You remember you've got the 20, now you say like 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, etc. Okay, so let's go from 17 to 31 for the pronunciation. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, with a typo. See, it's a Q. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So you may wonder why from 0 to 31. Actually, that's the way I like to teach my students numbers, because like as soon as they know from 0 to 31, we can work on the date of the day. You know, like today is like for the birthday, and that's very important because after the other number they come later. So if you can learn by heart from 0 to 31, then you will say, like, you will be able to say many things like the day, your birthday, important dates. That's very, very important. Okay, so now let's practice a little bit those numbers. We're gonna do a game. Quel est le plus grand nombre? Quel est le plus grand nombre? This means like what is the greatest number. So now you have to choose between two, and you have to tell me which one is the biggest number. So we have 16, 12. Any idea? So try to remember. We have the Z sound. So this is between 11 and 16. So which one is the greatest? 16. Remember, 16, 12, 12. Okay, between those two, 6, 9. I repeat, 6, 9. Do you remember which one is the greatest? 6, 6, 9, 9. Okay, between those two, 14, 18. 14, 18. 18. So remember, 14 is the Z sound, so it's from 11 to 16. Then we have like 18, 10, and 8. 18. Okay, let's move on to this one. 13, 11. Now you see both of them, they have the Z sound, so which one is which one? That's the big question. 13, 11. Which one is the greatest? That will be 13. Okay, 13, 13, 11, 11. Okay, those two. 2, 5. 2, 5. So, which one is the greatest? 5. Remember, 2, 2, 5, 5. Alright, let's move on to this one. 15, 20. 15, 20. So 15, you see the Z sound, so it's from 11 to 16. Then we have 20. 20, remember, 20 is 20. 15 is 15. Z sound, 11 to 16, as always. Okay? Then, 37. 37. Which one is the greatest? 30 being 30, set 7. Okay? Now let's move on. Here. 3, 8. 3, 8. 8. 3, 3, 8, 8. Okay? And the last but not least, we have 10 and we have 20. 10 et 20. 10, 10, 20, 20. Okay? So I hope now you know the French number from 0 to 31. Of course, it takes time to master them. You can remember them, you can know them, but to listen to them is also another skill that you need to develop. So don't worry, just know them, practice them, and you will master them. And you will see when you learn from 32 to 99, it's gonna be a bit different the way we learn it in a French class. Okay? So I wish you to have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.